So far, the crew has cleared every hurdle naysayers have placed in their way. Columbus would be home to one of the 10 inaugural teams. Columbus has outperformed much larger cities. The true success indicator has been from the fans. Well, it's going out.
Hello and welcome to the club. I'm your host, Mars, and this is the Upper 90 Club, a roundtable podcast for 5 friends and one match igniter, Dunc and Auten.
Woo, boy.
Discuss the Columbus crew. Merry Cruismas, everyone. Let's just jump right in. We've got a full house. We've got Ben Moore, Train Haas, and as I mentioned, historic Dunc and Auten is here. Hot off the hottest match ignition I've seen.
The rematch to Ignition.
Duncan, welcome back to the club. It's great to have you here. We're honored to have you ignite our Cruismas episode here.
Merry Cruismas and a happy new home season, I guess.
Yeah, a long time coming. How long has it been since? I think I heard somewhere that we have not had a third game Cruismas before. Is that true?
Starting with 2 away games, yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. So you're hot off the match ignition. Tell us about your activities leading up to last night.
It was a good time, besides getting caught in a closed down street and having to reroute and pushing the time limit and then getting those nervous sweats you do and then running down to the field with the kids and my wife to get ready in time. But it was a great time. I mean, the girls were absolutely pumped. Like, they were going bananas the whole time afterwards, and it was awesome for them to experience that as well. And always good to be back in front of the Nordeck and see some familiar faces and have some people also saying, who the hell's that?
Yeah.
Not us. I was pissed. I was like, we didn't tell us he was doing this.
Yeah,
I was like, did anybody know? And everyone's like, no.
You know what's funny? I asked, I was like, can I tell people? And they're like, not if it's going on social media. And I'm like, how can I control that? Like, I can't, so I'm best just to not tell anyone. Otherwise, one person puts it out and they're going to be like, Duncan is the idiot we thought he was.
Well,
we wouldn't have put it out.
Yeah, definitely not.
Sure.
But Mort texted me and said that he saw you, or texted the group and said he saw you. And I'm like, where is he? Where is he? And I came running down to Mort's seats after you guys saw you like right before you did the thing. I'm looking for you because I'm like, we gotta ask him on. We gotta ask him on. And I thought we missed you. And then you were like center stage, and then I really didn't think I was going to see you because we figured you're busy doing all the stuff. And then right at the end of the game, we were able to meet up with you and your family and catch up for a bit. So glad to have you again.
Was that your first time doing it?
Yes, it was. It was the first time with that new ignition thing they did. I thought we were breaking through the wall and all that stuff, but they said no, there's a new one. So it was a bit of a
were they like at
little surprise.
We don't trust you going through the wall. Is that what it was?
I was going to throw my kids through.
Dude,
I wasn't going to break it down.
Yeah.
I hate the front office for not allowing that. But
yeah.
I'm going to say, I wish they would have given you real fire. And I wonder a little bit if they're going to do it moving forward with real fire. But they were like, all right, we got Duncan. Maybe we'll do fake fire.
Yeah, the pyro was all real, but the torch was not, right?
Yeah.
The torch was definitely not. Yeah. It was very not real.
It looked
but it
like
was cool.
something.
It went dark and it like had the little light up thing. It did take a while for the fuse to hit the piece, but the bit behind that exploded was
sweet.
It
looked like it scared the crap out of you and your kids because it took a second. You're like, I don't know if. Oh my god!
I was worried it was going to be like real loud behind, but it was more around the stadium where everything went off. It was kind of cool. So, yeah, I think the girls got a little bit of a jump, but they were buzzing. They were so happy.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, they thought it was awesome.
Awesome. So,
and they asked me, I couldn't do it, so I'm glad they got you to do it.
Yeah.
The crowd was on. People were ready for a home game. They were fired up.
Well,
for this.
and I think that
and then we got that.
Yeah,
we got that.
Yeah, we'll get into the scoreless game. I think the traffic seemed like kind of there was a lot going on down there yesterday. They had the Arnold going on and Blue Jacket.
We had friends that were stuck in the garage.
I'm not surprised
parking
to
garage
hear
for an hour.
that you had traffic problems. We Ubered down, so there was less issue with that. But we were four of us were at the Toast at dawn, so that was great. Mensa was there doing the toast. He was the Toastmaster.
Toaster.
The donuts were good.
Thank you, Duck Donuts.
They had champagne. So that was good. We also did our trot, the run with our run club. We got Mensa signed up. He's in the run club now. So we're going to see his miles contributing. Although I did look at he's not logging his activities, so we're going to have to talk to him about that.
When are you guys running next?
Yeah. Oh, that was
we said next year.
The question that he asked me that I was not ready for was, "Oh yeah, I'm not ready to run today, but when's your next run?" And it was like the easiest question I couldn't answer. Like, yeah, we'll work on something. So the challenge for the run
together,
club, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later, but. We're going to set up some times to get together, just, to get together and run. And because I think that's been missing. And hopefully we can have some Mensa action.
Keep Mensa in the club. You got to get some people to run with him.
Exactly.
I know.
So we'll talk a little bit more about that during the rundown. Duncan, you said that you were getting some weird looks yesterday. I was getting some weird looks yesterday. I was
Shock.
adorning the Messi 96 Austin kit. Man, what
Shame kit.
You made a lot of friends.
When I saw you, it looked like you had been kicked down the stadium steps and ripped out and scratched and had beer poured on you. But I think that was probably you spilling.
I want to spend a few minutes just kind of talking about this, and then there are other things to talk about, but because of this bit that we do, it was such a big part of everything we did yesterday. I do want to talk about it for a few minutes. So we have the kit. I was wearing the kit. Many people knew. Whatever, like Paco and the Nordeca deserve a ton of credit for the hype that they put on this thing ahead of time, because we do not have the social reach that they do. Most people that I ran into knew who I was, knew what was going on, knew that I was bad at picking scores last year, and just wanted to say hi. And it was, I got to meet a ton of people. It was so much fun. And so a ton of people were in on it. Paco did everything he could to get me up front and embarrassed and heckled and shamed as often as possible in as high visibility situations as possible. It was an honor. I had so much fun. That said, there were also a lot of people who didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And they were angry.
And they were angry.
I love that. I saw him and I was like, what are you doing, you idiot?
Yeah, dog.
So I'll just say, like, the few examples that were coordinated that were fun were like Paco forced me to go around the tailgate. So I got to walk around with all the tables at the tailgate. Shout out to the focaccia. I can't remember who made the focaccia, but Courtney told us to check that out. It was great.
I didn't get
met a bunch of folks down there at the tailgate, got plenty of shame there. Then we went from there to Betty's, and I was there for like a minute, just long enough to tell Trey to buy me a beer. He went in to buy me a beer, and then Ben came out and said, Paco's leading the march. He needs you to up front. And so I said, I just started running, and I turned around and I was running backwards, and I said to Ben, like, drink my beer for me. So,
tell him I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I totally ordered a beer and then pieced out while he was inside buying it.
I drank the crap out of that beer.
So, then I caught up to the front, and then I was just like right up at the front of the march with the parade, and no one was like mean to me, but the feedback I was getting from you guys and everyone else is that, like,
dude,
everyone was just mad, like, to each other about me being around.
Yeah.
And but we went to we saw the team come in, and then they did a coordinated like Nordeca and like the kid fans. Everybody was booing me. It was great. We saw the team come in, and then I went down on the capo stand a couple times and got shamed. And at the second time at halftime, they all started chanting for me to take it off, and so I did rip it, and I ripped it perfectly down the middle. So perfectly that I think we're going to be able to have put some fasteners on it so that we can reuse this kit next year. And then the last shout I'll give on the kit was the maker of the kit and oft advertiser on this program, Morgan Hughes, who was so uncomfortable with me being in the Nordeca.
The picture.
He was so. We have a picture. Yeah. He was so uncomfortable with there being an Austin jersey in the Nordeca, and I told him it was his fault. I mean, he made the shirt.
Well, he didn't make it. He just put Messi 96 on it.
He augmented it at a fee for us on our behalf. But he was very uncomfortable with that being there, and he was relieved to see it removed at halftime. But anyway, so
that is the best, though. That's the dude you want to stand next to. The guy that's the most uncomfortable with it. You just stand next to him the whole game.
That's his stanky face when he's standing next to him.
Of his facial expression while he's standing next to me.
You're right there, and he is not impressed.
Okay, so anyway, thank you everyone for the shame. I have learned my lesson, and we'll see if that will improve my ability to predict scores this year. So far, so good. We'll hear about our predictions later when we're looking forward to Nashville this weekend. But yeah, that was awesome. Tailgate March. What else do you guys want to add? I mean, it was just like the whole weekend has been so packed with just
great having you in town.
Oh yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Just that. That's the highlight there. If you're coming home, we were lucky enough to host Mars. You got to hang out with us a little bit and make it a late Saturday. So
yeah, and thanks you guys for coming to support me at noon for my bodybuilding competition out in Arnold. I placed second, but fair play to Guacamole, the guy that won. He was
if you're not first, you're last, Ben. Come on.
Well, I know. I'm pretty hard on myself because my body's so awesome.
Because your body's so hard.
Don't tell him that in the dungeon.
Yeah. Okay. What else do you want to talk about with you guys want to go into the acapella before we do you want to sing us something before we get into our recap, Ben, or what'd you
Yeah, sure. I'll be the beatbox guy on the end that I texted everybody zoomed in on. I just want to be, the new match igniting I think was cool. I wish they'd use real fire and like fire a thing, but they just make some. They did this last year and the year before, especially the year before that. Like these choice things where I was like, okay, I couldn't hear them.
Well, I'll also say that acapella thing that was going on up top, like before the game, mid song, they introduced the fire. And so everyone started booing.
It was booing.
They were singing.
Timing is awesome.
Yeah. Swing and a miss.
Yeah. And so that was interesting. But
I mean,
those
if
are
you're
the
going to
moments
do
at
it,
sporting
boys
events, though.
Get out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, yeah.
Those are the moments at sporting events that just make you happy. It's all part of the thing, those unplanned, horrific shockers that are so awesome.
Oh, and the acapella group had no idea it happened. They were probably like, here comes the chorus. Everyone's like, boo. And they're like, oh my God, no. Like they're more like, or Black Eyed Peas song. Back to that Black Eyed Peas song.
Yeah, I did hear one of those. We were doing that. Yeah.
Oh, the DJ? He was standing right next to us, and I was like, where is that noise coming from? And and you got in it.
Oh,
with
I was on the
jersey
I did
when
make
they were
the
like,
Jumbotron.
That probably pissed more people off than anything else. I heard at least 5 people go, yeah, that guy in the Austin kid got on the Jumbotron.
Yeah. Well, we were walking up and they put the camera right on the DJ, like just perfectly timed. And I just walked up behind him and started
right behind him. You're like, oh, cool. Doing a little dance. Oh man,
It's a miracle I didn't die.
you were right behind DJ Corrupt, actually spelled just correctly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
With a K?
But
no,
yeah, Trey,
Oh.
you were saying
Yeah,
that,
just-
like, this is the thing was that, like, we were in the bathroom. I left. You were still in there. And, like, the reactions are just like, why is this happening? Why is he here?
Literally, he walks out and like I heard 3 people go, "Why? Why is that guy wearing an Austin? Why? Why? He was on the jumbotron earlier. This is ridiculous." I didn't back you up either.
So good. It is so good.
I did talk a couple guys down at the tailgate. I was like,
I would say
explain
that
the whole thing to him.
Yeah.
it did not help that Finn took the X's over the Austin that you
yeah.
have on the jersey. He ripped them off.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't need these, and he ripped them
I
off
don't
the
think.
jersey.
Yeah, I think part of the gig is like, you
Yeah,
shouldn't
just
have
rock it.
the X's
Just rock
over
it.
You gotta
That's
rock it.
fun. It was fun. It was good.
You know what we should do, guys? This could be a tour. We get Dan Gary to film it, and someone has to wear the complete wrong jersey in American sports stadiums and just wander around like you don't know what's
Yes.
going on, see what happens.
I mean,
and
I did.
like you did, like for instance,
I
you
felt
did,
like,
dumbass.
yeah, it did
I
feel a
loved it.
little like Borat kind of, you know, where you're just like, yeah.
My wife is dead.
Just walking around, my wife, Messi's wife.
Just like
my
so
team.
clueless. So like, yeah, that is
Messi 96 just throws everyone for a loop. They're like, Austin, what the? Wait, what?
you know
We're so
96,
funny.
but he
We're
loves
so funny.
Messi, but it's an Austin kid. What is happening?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole thing came from the fact that we were frustrated that we would see like Messi jerseys in the Crew game
Yes.
when they weren't even playing Miami.
Right.
Like, what is playing Philadelphia and it's like somebody wearing head to toe Messi, and I'm like,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, because those
though.
are the children I used to yell at at games.
all of them.
They're not allowed. Finn doesn't even like Messi because of me,
Yeah.
which I think is a little brutal because
Yeah, that is pretty brutal. I hate the best footballer of all time.
Yeah, he is.
The goat.
Yeah, the coach.
Yeah, he is.
Like,
Okay, so let's get into the game. Other observation I had was that there was a lot of talk about the dueling bald coaches. I did think it was appropriate to have the 0-0 score line because it kind of looked like them, you know?
So I really appreciate that
No
people
cricket.
like us get an opportunity. The only question is this a DEI hire?
A BEI hire.
I'll have to think on that.
Yeah, I'll have to think
while
about
we
that. I don't
ponder
know if
that.
It was a proud moment for me, okay?
The Chicago assistant had a similar cut too. He was looking a little bit like Greg at certain points in time. So there was 3 of them up there, and then
Courtois.
one guy in the
And
stand
Courtois.
that was a real weirdo. And Courtois. 4 of them out there, and a weird bald guy not that far from where I was sitting in the oh shit.
Yeah.
oh, he's here tonight.
They had to turn the lights down a little. There was just so much glare on the field. Oh man. Okay. All right, Trey, go ahead. Let's get into it.
Facts that could save your life.
Saturday, March 7th, 2026, back in the friendly confines of the Grow House, the Crew faced off against Triple G's red and white men. The Crew once again maintained a sizable advantage across the stats, stifling the fire and leaving them with a full sack of tricks they were barely able to unload. And when they did, Schulte stood tall. We'll keep this one short and semi-sweet. The Crew led in possession, shots, big chances, passing stats, and shots both inside and outside the firebox. Defensively, the Crew were much better on the night. The trade-off, however, was that Rydstrom's men were unable to find the back of the net for the first time in his tenure. Oh, and we can't forget to mention the most meaningless stat, XG, where the Crew led all categories, including the overall, with a 1.51 to 0.87. Sorry, 0.87. Hawes, hit us with those lineups.
The Crew started with Abu Ali up top, Habrun and Rossi behind him, Arston, Zawadski, Sadic,
Go ahead.
Rusty.
Arston, Zawadski, Sadic, and Herrera across the middle, Amundsen, Camacho, Morera in the back with Schulte in goal. I'd say the other thing to note is that the Fire were without Kuipers and I never heard a reason as to why he was not there.
Not on the bench and not listed as injured or out for whatever reason. So
Interesting.
possible trade?
I don't know.
Traffic?
14th minute. Malty Amundsen is shown a yellow
Arnold?
card for sliding and kicking the ball near an opponent.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It didn't make any sense whatsoever. He didn't touch him. He didn't kick him. No studs.
They showed a replay
Nothing.
too, and everybody freaked.
Yeah. All right. Not much else happened. No yellow cards. No goals. So we go into halftime tied at 0-0. 61st minute. Chicago's Waterman shown the yellow as he clattered into the back of Wessam before falling to his knees and grabbing Wessam. Seems to be a theme for Abu Ali. 73rd. Hugo Picard enters the game in favor of Sadik, who comes out. 77th minute. Zinkernagel is shown a yellow for his clumsy tackle on Sean Zawadzki as he carried the ball out of pressure from the back. 83rd. Chicago's Saletos is shown a yellow as he ran through the right leg of Wessam. The only thing worse than the tackle was the ensuing free kick from Wessam that just about killed a member of La Tribuna.
Oh, man.
The build up too.
Forgot
It was
about
like the
that.
build up to it.
Oh yeah, that was this
He
big
should have
moment.
aimed. He should have aimed for that guy in the Austin jersey with the Messi on the back.
I think he was. He was taking a poop.
It almost hit me, and I was above the visitors' bench.
Above 120.
Yeah.
87th minute. Zawadzki shown a yellow? I couldn't find it on replay, but it's in the stats that he received a yellow card for something. Could not find it anywhere on the game. So we move into the 90th minute. Bambi's dad is shown a yellow for his clip from behind on Abu Ali. Wessam showed some fight finally, following the tackle as he gets up and shoves Bamba.
Hold on. Who's Bambi's dad?
Bamba. That was. I mean, that was a pretty cynical tackle.
Bamba, yeah.
with two hands to his chest. Good to see a little bit of passion from the Cruz DP.
Also,
This game ends with both teams scoreless. Columbus moves on to face Nashville SC on Saturday, March 14th at 6:15 p.m. in Columbus at the Grow Room. 6:15 p.m. 6:15.
That's a
PM,
Saturday. Okay. Yeah.
March 14th.
good because I'm tired.
Hawes, hit us with those.
Just tables! Tables! But tables! I can't know how to hear any more about tables!
In the East, we've got New York City FC in first
Come on, New York.
with, where are the points on here? With 7 points. Come on, New York. Nashville SC in second, also with 7 points. Miami with 6. Red Bull with 6. Chicago with 4. Charlotte with 4. Cincy with 3. DC with 3. Toronto with 3. Montreal with 3. And then your Columbus Crew in 11th with 2 points. Philly, New England, Atlanta, and Orlando all with 0 points.
It's tough in the East. They're all struggling. That's the only
We're in
upside
11th.
right now.
Yeah,
You want to explain the New York joke? by any
Toronto's terrible, and they beat Cincy at Cincy. I just watched that game before we hopped on.
You know my stance on being gross. I don't like it. But I'll tell you something. Those signs that say "Come on, New York" that they were holding up at that New York game,
That they gave out to thousands of people at a baseball
that
stadium.
is not going to go.
without a comma.
That's without a comma.
Yeah.
That's not going to go away. We're going to keep saying that forever. So
It needs to be on the it needs to be on the TIFO.
yeah,
It's not our fault.
we need to get in touch with the Nordeca and make sure that it's under consideration for the TIFO.
Well, yeah, I'll hit up Brant.
Okay, no quotes before the break. Come on, New York. We'll be right back. Come on, New York.
This episode of the Upper 90 Club is brought to you, as always, by Supporter Supply Company. Hi, friends, this is your good pal Morgan Hughes, here to talk to you about a serious issue facing 96% of all crew supporters in Columbus. Why, not enough free shipping, of course. For a limited time now, through the eventual heat death of the universe, Upper 90 Club listeners can use the promo code Upper90Boys. That's boys with a Z on the end of it, at checkout for free delivery on absolutely any order over $10. But Morgan, what if I order $10 worth of stickers, or those goddamned buttons, or some other combination of small items that make you want to kill yourself? Will the free shipping still apply then, even as you curse our family, while you package up our little tiny annoying ass order for us? Of course it will. That's just how much we here at Supporter Supply value our friends at the Upper 90 Club. So head on over to supportersupply.co and use the promo code Upper90Boys, that's boys with a Z, at checkout for free shipping on all your orders over $10. And don't forget to tell them that your friends at the Upper 90 Club sent ya.
We're back. So there was a presser with Rydstrom. I had to go to bed. Mort watched it. Ben,
you watched it that night,
I don't
right?
remember. I kind of was falling asleep a little bit while watching it, but yeah, there was a presser.
Rydstrom and with Schulte and I think Habrun. Oh, and Zawadzki.
Interesting. Yeah, I watched it like midday today, sober, so I could really get it. I love the way he handles his pressers. It is coming from like Greg Berhalter and Nancy, who were just like, the game, it's a game, soccer balls. And you're just like, cool, nothing, literally nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But the issues that we saw leaving there and we had talked about, he addresses. And it's and what's even cooler is like he doesn't the questions don't trigger those. Like they'll ask very generic questions, but he will touch on the things that, at least for me, I'm like, well, yeah, that's something that's bothering me. I'm glad he saw it. And I watch a decent amount of that stuff, and I never, ever see a coach really talk about that. I will say we stayed after the game for a while, talking to Dunc, hanging out. They sang the thing, and then the reserves were playing. Like they played the short-sided game, and we noticed that Issa was talking to Rydstrom and another guy down right before you walk in, like back in, and he was pretty animated. Like Issa, I mean, the body language was like, he wasn't pissed, but he definitely had they were like discussing. It was like, I don't know. I thought it was like interesting. I don't know. What did you guys think? I know you guys saw it. We were like,
I saw it. They both just look very engaged. It's good to see. I mean, they should be. I mean, when you have a game, and we have really gone into our opinions of this game, but a game that it wasn't much flow to. There was not much to remember. Other than that's why we have to talk a lot about this Austin jersey, because
and the Magic Niner,
and the Magic Niner.
Well, but I think there's a few things we can talk about for the game. So let's do our thoughts and players.
Thoughts and players.
Okay, so let's start up top. Gaz did not play.
Play.
Abu and Rossi, that's how they have it listed as like.
The listing isn't right.
Kind of. Yeah.
It's
more of what they didn't really have four in the back ever.
No, don't look at that formation. They're in the back, but it was a lot of things that was problematic. But if you want to start in front, Abu Ali didn't see the ball a lot at all, and a few times he had a chance to hold it up, but I don't think he really held the ball up very well. He tried to do some flicks and things, and the ball didn't. But it was a frustrating game for him. I think he was left on an island.
I had a lot of distractions
on an island.
It seemed to me like most of this game was just played in the midfield. It was just not like there weren't a lot of breakthroughs.
There was no flow. There was no rhythm to this game. At all.
Which is by design by Chicago. So the reason why they had 0 shots on goal and 0 XG in the first half was because they played a back five and clogged the middle.
Yeah,
so we couldn't play through the middle. And I mean, we saw the entire game Rossi dropping back to like past midfield to get touches on the ball. Back. And which I'm like, okay, cool. We used to see Cucho kind of do that, but then we also had 2 people up top. We also had Taha drop back. So literally it was Abu Ali and a back five. It's like, what do you expect him to do? There is no half space with the back five. There is like, you're literally just kicking it up to his head. And then he has to hold it up because there's nobody else up there. It was very much by design by Chicago. I mean, they sacrificed a counter because they really didn't have anybody more than like one or two people up.
And they should have probably scored twice on semi one-on-ones.
At the
end of the game, it was different. Yeah,
Max Arfstein had the chance, which was probably the best chance of the game, saved on the line. Whatever, should have scored.
Whatever,
but they had three of their chances. I thought were
scoreable, pretty
damn good chances, very scoreable. Like
had some
shocking finishes.
That being said,
he did have a few.
I do think that if we score in that first half, the game is different. They would open up. They would have to get out of their like clogging up the middle and back five. They would have to be a little bit more aggressive. We probably would have conceded, but we would have been more successful up top. Once it hit like 70 minutes, and we didn't really change anything. When was our sub? Let me see. 72 or 73.
Yeah.
So we didn't make any subs, and like everybody was struggling. At that point, they already had 3 subs. And it was just, I just didn't. I think it was by design is what I'm saying. I think some of this stuff was individual play. I don't love Rossi having to come that far back to get touches on the ball.
Well,
I think there was frustration. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
I think he was going to say. I think him and Wissam were frustrated as anything.
Correct.
Just the type of ball, a lot that was going. That's what it looked like, and they were just. I mean, there were points in time where those two were tracking all the way back, making tackles in their own box and stuff, and then it got to that point in the game, and they both were kind of like,
we don't have a midfield that can break lines.
Okay, so
Sejic is a guy you bring on to a team at the end of the game. We have minutes and get some minutes here and there. He's not the guy that's going to break down a rigid team like Chicago. Zawadzki is somebody who's going to support a creative player and sweep up and clean up and things like that. He did not look comfortable in his job. And I looked at FOTMob on the heat map. Where he has touches on the ball is all over the field.
Right.
Nothing in the middle. It's like all over, and mostly probably because he's back cleaning up. But that means you're kind of stuck with Zawadzki and Sejic and Habrun. It really plays like in that 2 behind Wessam. There's nobody there that has the creativity to kind of break down,
Gomez
get past at least a layer so we can get up. And you see where people have most of the touches on the ball, especially Rossi, and especially in the second half. He is all the way back in our half to receive the ball. And we're way too far back. It's not the offensively we get going at all. I think that's a big worry for us.
I think it's pretty clear we have Wessam and Rossi, who I think are MLS elite players. The problem is behind them, he's still trying to figure. He's trying to figure. I don't think we do. Not in this system. Taha is not the guy to like.
Taha is an impact sub.
Yeah, maybe, or he is like a Zawadzki, like a 6. I thought he was like an 8, and the problem is I don't rate Picard. I'm sure preseason I know he killed it, but like he's got a lot of work rate, but his like I don't want to say soccer IQ. I think the center of the midfield is a huge problem for us because, and that's why I had asked that stupid question earlier, is that the teams that are successful in MLS typically have a number 10, somebody who is behind a striker that sees the field. We have like a Vander, we've got Messi, we've got Puig. All the successful teams have a guy, and like we got lucky with Cucho because he was all of that plus more, and we had Nagby, and like it was a different. You could
talk
thing.
about Zelarayan was a 10, and like you talk about it as a role because
correct. And I really don't like the fact that our top 3 is basically like a 2-1 up top because it leaves Ali on an island. Habrun is not suited for that position. Picard has not been doing that. Rossi's behind him getting frustrated without getting touches and having to drop all the way back, which creates a bigger space between Ali and anyone to support him. So at the end of the game, it's like Rossi's like, dude, I tried. I was like in the backfield trying to get the ball to you. And he's like, I was all by myself because you were back there. And it's like, oh, crap. I mean, but so also fair play to Chicago for forcing us into that situation. But
when Wilfred won it as the coach, though. I felt like when they got rid of Zelleray and Diego came in, and him and Cucho started working well together, there were many a game that it worked like that. It just, he was up top by himself. The interchange was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I felt Diego was high or Cucho was high, and everyone would fill in the spaces. I think they're still getting to know this new system. And yeah, Taha is, we'll call him a younger player. He's had plenty of minutes, but when games are really tough, it's hard on young players to be the guy to unlock or take that on their shoulders, that particular role, you know? So I think, is he the guy? I'm not saying he's not the guy, but he's probably a guy that should share minutes with one that can do bits and pieces with that.
Right.
It's harsh saying he's not a good player, because he is a good player.
He's a great player.
You put it up.
He's just young, and he's not in those big moments, in those big games when you need someone that's been there and done it, or it's a big role. It's a big role for a young player.
Yeah. And that being said, like the first half was pretty solid. I felt pretty good. Like we got left with a bad taste in our mouth, but like the first half we had opportunities, we had the better of it. I thought we played really well. I think Arfston still showed his worth, his talent. And I genuinely think, since we're struggling for that third person up top, I would love to see him get a couple games up top with those two.
Does Gomez?
Yeah, yes and no, but he's
that?
playing well in the position he is. He's one of the few guys that actually is performing. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Well, let me just ask this, because I've tried a few times, and you could just tell me no or yes or whatever.
No.
But Gomez, does Gomez help with this problem?
I don't know.
I don't know. We could.
I think the answer is he's supposed to.
Could he have the experience and confidence to make Zawadzki stronger and flex his strengths? And could he also, to jump on what you just said about Arfston, maybe if the midfield grows stronger, could some of those guys on the wings be more readily pushed forward and have a greater attacking role than kind of what they're doing now?
I mean, you're going to see a different player than Nagby, but I think you're bringing in the same level of player with the same experience with playing for big teams and big leagues and big games. So, I mean, yeah, you're going to have a player that can actually kind of solidify the midfield and do what Ben was mentioning that we're missing. I really believe that Rossi can be that 10. He can play that role. He's creative enough. He drops and he's a playmaker. He's good, man. And Wessam can do Wessam things. But yeah, Wessam was on an island. And if he was doing something good, he was getting fouled.
Mm-hmm.
Which is by design. Like, all credit to Berhalter and the Chicago doing what this is what they do.
Well, the one thing I would say is, I mean, at this point, I think as Crew Nation, we probably need to lower our expectations in terms of like where this team is at and where they're going to be. It's not that we're not going to be there in September, October, but currently we've got a lot of young players that are learning a new system, and there's a lot of rust that is being shown. Like, we're not playing bad, but I don't feel like this team is playing up to the potential of the talent on the roster.
Or competitively against elite MLS teams. We played Kansas City like we should have beaten them really badly. Right?
Yeah,
like this is, we play a better team, we have a harder time.
But Chicago's good.
That's what I'm saying.
We have a DP that's not getting on the field.
It's a waste.
Yes.
I mean, so one of your best three players making top 3 player money isn't making your starting 11 or
not even subbing
a sub. That hurts. I mean, let's be honest, with any team, you have a DP that says, screw you guys, I want to trade, I want out, I'm not going to play. That team is under it for a period of time till they can rectify the problem. Yeah. It's big in a salary cap league. So that's, I mean, and look, can Gaztag get things right? I hope so in this different system. Maybe. Let's hope he scores and gets some confidence and he can be the guy he was. But right now, when you've got a DP sitting, and that's a kick to the balls.
Yeah.
But that's a straight. Yeah, I mean, I'm avoiding talking about Dag, but I mean, that's just. I mean, he comes in, he has these players, and he's choosing Picard over him. He's choosing Taha and then Picard over him, and it's like, well, so he's third on the depth chart. Like, I don't see someone coming back from that.
I don't think we need to, beat a dead horse.
Or dog.
A dead Dag.
I was trying to avoid that, but exactly what Duncan just said. If
you want to talk some positive things,
if your third DP is sitting on the bench, that's going to create problems.
Yeah, and we've talked a little bit about that.
The announcers wouldn't stop talking about it during the game.
I don't blame them. I mean, it is a storyline.
You watched it?
Yeah.
It's a problem, and like I completely agree. Until that's rectified, until he's either playing well or off the books, you're kind of underwater. You're playing a player down.
Yeah,
right.
You're Montreal
Basically.
playing with 1 or 2 DPs.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Who just won today? 3-0.
Yeah, they won.
Let's
some interesting results today, huh?
Yeah. East has been
Gomez coming in too. It's not going to be the experience. Of course, he's got experience. It's not going to be confidence. Of course, he does. He's played in big leagues. It's going to be the legs.
Yeah.
Can he handle MLS? Can he handle the physicalities? You look at the way some of that Chicago team's built. They're built to cover ground and run, and the center backs are big and win stuff and clear the ball, and they're built athletically. Can he cover the ground? Can he do all that stuff?
Can he stay healthy?
I don't know. Exactly. We'll find out, and that's going to be the key for me. He's a good player, no doubt.
Yeah, do we know anything about when he's actually showing up yet? I mean, I haven't heard anything.
It's probably going to be another few weeks.
I will say though, if he comes in and he can come in and give like 60 or 70 minutes in that advanced 8 role, and then you have Habrun coming in on as a change of pace, I'm okay with that. That's good. I still think you need to run with somebody below Rossi and Ali to unlock them.
Well, another big thing is as we approach June and July, we're going to have a really big break this year, and he's going to have a lot of time to bed in with the team.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah. No shade thrown at the coach. He's been here for 31 days.
It is not. I mean, we're not Celtic. We're not doing that.
Let's talk about.
There will be clubs coming for some of our players.
Oh, we already heard some talk about West Ham, that there was some big money, enough for him to, not having to worry about working again, right? So you can see if that's coming that way, yes. And of course, you know better than any of us. So, yeah.
Well, he's
only we knew somebody.
I think he's got a lot better options.
Think Arvston too. I mean, and Arvston is a hot commodity right now.
After the World Cup,
yeah.
Yep.
If he makes it and he plays some minutes, yeah. So it's an interesting year again. Christmas always brings some interesting gifts to unwrap.
That's why we love the game. Yeah. If we knew what's going to happen, what's the fun?
Yeah, and speaking of Santa, we should talk about the defense and the graybeard in the middle there. We have a seasoned defense. Camacho.
He's like salt and pepper.
Morera, Amundsen. I don't know how old Amundsen is, but
Amundson's got to be a late.
He's 28.
Okay.
Well, those two in the back. I thought they did a good job. I mean, we didn't between them and Schulte, who had a great game.
Yeah. Thank God.
That might be what they offered forward, but I would say this was the first game in a while I didn't feel like Camacho was extremely slow. I think he was one of the more solid players on our field, actually. I was also shocked that Savatsky ran down Bamba a couple of times and stopped him.
He's so fast.
And he's one of the faster players in the league.
He also slid a couple times where I was just like, he's 2 inches from a red card, but yeah, I mean, that's Camacho for you. I think we did kind of switch to a back four when we weren't in possession. Herrera did drop. That was a change. I can't remember if he talked about that in the presser, but it was nice to see him identify an issue 1 week, or basically in 2 weeks, come out with the same people and rectify the problem. I mean, let's call it for what it is. They had Zinkernagel, Mueller. Mueller is good. I mean, Kuipers would have been a different story, but Mueller is a great player. And Bamba. Those three are, I wouldn't say they're better than our three, but like they're awesome. Those are really, really good players. And especially Bamba with pace against Moreira. I mean, Moreira had that one run back. Was it Bamba that had him beat and he kicked it on goal and he was able to save it kind of off the line?
Yes.
Remember that? Like he beat Schulte, but it was awesome to get a clean sheet, have them play well, have no changes because, I mean, we changed the midfield. We changed a striker, and he's kept those back, basically 3 or 4 with Herrera. And to have success is a huge issue because we gave up 5 goals in 2 games and had a clean sheet against a team who's better than both of those
This
teams.
was the silver lining, was the clean sheet, but also just they were tested in transition a few times. And those 5 goals you talked about, I would say that we were probably only tested in transition 6 times or something, right? Like it was like
the one at the end of the game was the scariest.
I'm just saying, we had a really low success percentage in those scenarios in the first 2 games, and we managed to handle that and also get some saves and keep it 0-0.
Schulte needed that. He needed that bad. And let's also shout the player of the match based on stats alone was their goalkeeper. So I don't know exactly how that all shook out. But
you guys have any guesses as to who had the most touches on the crew?
Camacho, probably.
I was going to say Zawadzki.
Camacho with 122 touches.
122.
Why?
That's almost,
The next closest was like 60 something, I think.
Holy cow.
Yeah, Zawadzki only had 49. The problem is you're going up the field there. You saw Rossi, 47.
West Ham only had 29.
Yeah, 29 touched by West Ham. That's almost like Holland numbers.
Oh, Amundsen had 87. So that's probably the next highest.
He is like Holland, though. So, like, I talked to somebody prior to, I saw someone with the crew hat, and we were talking about the crew when I was at my daughter's dance competition at the Arnold, or when I was doing bodybuilding stuff, no big deal. And he went over, he was like complaining about West Ham, and I'm like, well, yeah, dude, it's not like Cucho where he gets like 80 touches a game. He's like, yeah, he kind of reminds me of, he's like, I'm a City fan. I was like, of course you are. And he's like, yeah, it reminds me of Holland. I'm like, yeah, just keep in mind with him, everyone who started watching like in the past 5 years, just remember Cucho was Cucho. Don't compare anybody to Cucho. That's like a complete unfair comparison. I was like, he's not going to get that many touches. And he's like, I'm just not impressed. And I was like, 2 goals in 2 games? He scored. Yeah, but he's averaging like scoring every game. Same with Rossi. It's like, like
Rossi and
these guys. Optically, they don't touch the ball a bunch, but they do score.
And the team results aren't there.
Signed. Yeah, I mean, if we win those games,
you got these great players, but if the team isn't winning, those stats they fall out of your memory. It's just your team is still losing.
Dunc, what do you see? Where do you see the shortcoming? Do you actually played the game at a high level? We just play co-ed on Fridays. So.
Let me join.
We tried. You're like, I'll coach and drink, and I was like, that's what we do.
My body's broken down.
Same.
That's my job.
Because I didn't play the game at a high level. I just was in the game that was being played at a high level. So I just kicked everything, and now my body's fucked. So,
that's just soccer.
No, I think they've brought in a coach who's really good. He's coached under pressure. He's won a lot of stuff. I've heard really good things about him as a coach. I think he's going to make changes slowly but surely. He's given it time to evaluate what he's got on the field and in the clubhouse, and he's not coming in like a bull in a china shop and trying to change everything, which we all know doesn't go well in certain parts of the world. And I think we're seeing moments, we're seeing bits and pieces, we're seeing. That first win is going to be so important, and you get the players to buy into it, and it'll be interesting. I hope they break the back of it really quick, because I think it is a good team, and I think they can be good.
Yeah,
I like that.
It honestly feels Yeah, it feels like we're kind of like at the peak of whatever's going to happen with this team, and it could go either way. You know, that they get buy-in, they get that first win, and things start rolling. Or we lose a game, then we tie a game, then we lose and lose.
We got a very good Nashville next week.
I don't want to go. I don't want to.
I don't think that's going to happen. Like I'm positive on this team.
I don't want to go down a rabbit hole on this topic, but just like I've seen in the last day, a lot of chatter like this team. I can't watch the team. It's so disappointing. This is the most boring team I've seen. What it's like. I am not there.
It's an overreaction.
Like,
yeah.
How long have you watched The Crew?
Yeah, right. No, but I mean, I like that, Duncan. What you said, like, I think that the pieces are being made to this puzzle, right? You gotta make the pieces before you can put it together. And I, of course, I hope that this happens, and I believe that it will happen. But like, at some point, yeah, you see it click into place, and it's like, oh yeah, we saw all that before, kind of like separate, and now it's together. And you can't do that in 2 games or 31 days or whatever it is. So yeah, I agree with you.
So key though, right? Like you look, I'm sure half or all the people on this podcast were pissed when Zelarayan got shipped off.
Yeah, head scratcher.
And Diego came in and everyone was like, what the hell? And then, but what did it do? It allowed Wilfred to play the way Wilfred wanted to play, and it was the recruitment. I'm sure Wilfred said, I need this, this, and this out of a player. Zelarayan is not the guy that can play in my system to win. And so they went and got the guy that could and won, So I'm sure Henrik's going to need the same thing. He's going to need a few pieces. So the recruitment team behind him needs to get that right to help him. There's more than just a coach in the whole situation. And I mean, we mentioned a few players previously. I'm not going to bring them up again. Were they the right piece to bring in or weren't they? Well,
right, yeah, for sure.
Who knows? Maybe they were asked for by the coach at the time. Maybe they weren't. Whatever. Let's see how these pieces unfold once he is in the building properly and sits down with the recruitment team and says, "Hey, I need this and this."
Yeah, he hasn't even unpacked.
This is my formation. Yeah. Because I think he's got a little more thrust in the final third, the way he wants to play, than Wilfred had. They would get to the line and then play it back around and pass around. And it was an exciting team because they were winning, but they weren't always exciting. They used to fucking make me pull my hair out. Yeah. I mean,
especially last year was a lot.
Last year was rough, man. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
It's like you chasing needing a goal and you kept passing around. What did you call the trade? The circle of doom, or what was it?
Desperation.
The arc of desperation.
Arc of desperation.
I was thinking as you were rolling through those field spaces, I was thinking for this one, it would, in one of those boxes you mentioned, whether it be the Fire's goal or the 18-yard box, it should be the fireplace, right? There's somewhere I wanted you to work that in.
No crickets. No crickets.
I'm not joking. I'm just.
I mean, it would have done well. Yeah, it would have done well with the especially with the Christmas theme.
Oh yeah,
Yule log. Okay.
Greg coming down, pulling his big sack, just boom.
Yeah,
right in the fireplace, just right in front of the fireplace.
Okay.
If only we had a match igniter with us.
Yes.
That didn't get a real flame.
Yeah.
We got like something like Mars spot. It's like it kind of flame looked like something Mars spot for his kids at Disney on Ice or something. Like
no, I can't afford it.
It does look like one of the bubble
I don't have
ones.
torch money, Mort.
No, dude, you buy that stuff on Facebook Marketplace before you go. You never buy the first night to Disney on Ice. You buy the second or third.
It's a great band.
That's smart. Okay, let's take a break. When we come back, I want to hear about how many goals there were in the Crew 2 game from Bird. We'll be right back.
Sorry, I'm here for business. Discord Echo, it's Discord Echo, it's Discord Echo, it's Discord Echo.
Discord.gg/crew96.
That's discord.gg/crew96. Join today.
Hey there, cool cats and kittens.
The Crew 2 game just finished. They took CFC2 at home, the Baby Pigeons, at Scott's Miracle Grove Stadium, and the game, much like the first team, ended a 0-0 tie. It looks like the first and the second team are playing hand-to-hand this season. What we saw was very similar to what we saw on Saturday, where the Cappies did not look so hot in the offense, but at least the defense looked a lot more composed and a lot better overall. Getting that clean sheet was very, very good, and it's the signs of better things to come, because we know our attack is capable, much like the first team. So being safe in the back gives me good things to think about coming up in the season. We historically have a bad performances against New York City FC as well. So I'm glad that we were able to come with the tie. As you know, in MLS Next Pro, if a game ends in a tie, it goes to a penalty shootout, and whoever wins the shootout ends up taking an extra point. So a tie can be worth 2 points, and yep, the Cappies won the shootout 5-4. They did something that I didn't agree with. They won the coin toss and chose to shoot second, which statistically puts you at a disadvantaged position, but I think they were just being nice to the visitors, trying to give them a chance, because they always had it in the bag. It ends up being 5-4 after 6 rounds. We missed a PK, and then Luke Pruder, who had an amazing game. He has a first-team contract, but has been playing as the goalkeeper for the Cappies. Makes a couple of amazing saves and ends up saving as well during the PK shootout. And then Eli Granda, who is an academy product, buried it in the net to give us that extra point. A couple of highlights: we saw Tristan Brown, Quinton Elliott, Chase Adams, and Owen Prestes also play, who they all have first-team contracts. Prestes and Brown were average at best. Chase Adams looks like he was having some issues with his first touch, but did have a couple good chances. Quinton Elliott was amazing. He played right center back. For some reason, I think he's much better as an offensive weapon, but he was great there. Great on defense, amazing in the offense. Some great dribbles. Really aggressive when he has the ball and is going on the attack. So that was really cool to watch. Next game for the Cappies will be against Toronto FC2. That one is at home as well on the 15th. Hope to see lots of folks there cheering them on. And after that, we have another home game, and that's the Hackens Possible Derby, but that's only on the 21st, but also at home. Again, hope to see people at the stadium. Thank you for having me, and let's go Crew.
Okay, we're back. Thanks, Bird.
Another 0-0. Hey, Higuain's bald. I wonder if the
right.
It could be.
Issa is too, so he only wants to hire people that.
Well, what I'm saying it was 0-0. They won on pens, and the Crews.
There's a handful of players that started. Noah Brown started. Prestes started.
Oh, sweet.
I don't have it pulled up in front of me.
Yeah, I wasn't able to watch it, unfortunately. But dang.
But how many people?
I genuinely think that team's going to be good. Yeah, see if the team we played, their coach is bald. In which case, we might have
I think it was
0 goals the rest
NYCFC
of the season. Yeah, it was.
Come on, New York.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Dunc's over there with a full head of hair. You and Mars have
beautiful.
Like God was like some hair.
Big,
yeah,
beautiful.
Haas does too, man. Yeah,
my wig is shocking
and believable.
Myrtle Beach women.
Okay, so
yeah, so Dunc is wearing this Myrtle Beach Merman shirt, and I keep thinking it says just Myrtle Beach women. I think that's a wild thing to put on a shirt.
You know what? It was in honor of Kenny Powers and the match ignition, light it up. It was like kind of something Kenny Powers would do. The Flama Blanca.
Yes, yeah, that would be a great name for you. That's
That would be
the Alla Blanca is the New Zealand national team, isn't it? Okay, so isn't that what they're called? No, no crickets, no answer.
C.
Okay, thank you. Felt like I was on an island.
Coming from the white noise.
More Blanca. So let's do our first rundown.
Yeah, it's a rundown. We're coming to town. It's a rundown. Okay. What we're gonna do is a rundown. Down, rundown.
Okay. I'm so excited for the rundown to be back. I'm excited to be running again. I've been doing less running, but I think I officially kicked off my season at the Toast and Trot. So we had about a dozen people run with us. Let me pull that up.
fair play, man. Getting up at 6 a.m. to toast and drink champagne and then run 4 miles is a lot. Appreciate everybody. Paco's just the GOAT. Ooh.
What a great group. That was actually one of my highlights of the day for sure. Was like that morning, beautiful weather.
It was perfect.
It's Marsh.
It was perfect.
It's Marsh. It's Marsh, and you're running along the river there in sun, and in the t-shirts and shorts in Marsh.
We had a good hang at the car afterwards. Your beautiful pint glass work there.
Yeah, we gave away these
participants.
custom Toast and Trot 26 pint glasses that Mort made with President Stacy. It was like the three man logo, like
Hard hat logo,
toasting.
yeah.
That's
Duncan is cheering.
I love that. Sorry I didn't make it, everybody. I was at a child's dance competition starting at 5:45 in the morning.
Bodybuilding competition.
To be clear, it was
Children bodybuilders.
You say it was a child.
Beefy baby Billy.
It was your child's dance competition, not just
I make them do wall sits before they go to sleep. I bet you can't out sit up me.
Can any of getting one of those pint glasses once?
Well, you got to drink first.
He'll make you one. He'll make you one.
I'll make you one.
He'll make you one.
I can arrange that.
Yeah, let's do that. I want to shout out our Toast and Trot club here. Michael, Ben, John, Aaron, Nate. When I said Ben, that's Ben and Nate Carpenter, the Carpenters.
Okay,
they're
got
East
it.
and West Carpenters. I learned while we were running. They have different territories. You know, so
Do they share a watch? Is it like
Did you ask that?
I saw both of them at the same time. So
Both of them.
no, I don't think they're sharing a watch. Paco, of course. Rex was there.
Yeah, shout out Rex. I saw him in a
dude.
photo
Good
and I
job,
didn't realize
Rex.
he ran, and I was like, why don't you run, you idiot? And he's like, I am running. I was like, oh, my bad.
So yeah, congratulations to our second annual Toast and Trot. We had
Did everybody sign the flag?
We
signed the
had
flag, we hung around, had some
signed the
beers.
flag
That
with
was
the
great.
year. I'll do my run club shout outs real quick, and then we can get into our predictions. We did 960.
Brought to you by Crew Cat.
Is that right? 960?
Really? Exactly?
Oh,
96?
It says 956. Can we round up?
Yes.
Okay. 960 miles. Top of the table, Michaela at 50, Summer Kellogg at 48, President Stacy at 47 miles, Caleb S at 43 and a half, Chad Kellogg at 43, Chris S at 36. Don't ask me why I'm abbreviating only some of the last names. K Thompson, I'll start abbreviating first names. 29 miles. Nate Carpenter, we saw him. He's at 26. Greg B at 24 miles. And Jesse Cooper from the Receiver. Great band. Check them out. 23 and a half miles.
Who won the pod?
While I'm looking that up, I will say that
Got to be more. I ran 4 outside.
We're up to
100
135 members.
Wow.
Thank you, Jonathan Mensa.
Yes.
Is that a week or a year? I didn't run 50 miles in a year.
Just wait. It gets worse when it gets nicer out. It's like Stacy has 4,000 miles last week, and you're just like, cool.
Yeah. I'm happy to report this. I'm extremely happy to report this. I won the club and with 9.6 miles. I am not making that up.
9.6.
Whoa, I can make up stuff too. 420, 69.
All right. So
I must have had 8 miles.
you were at 7.6.
There you go.
Okay. And then, shout out to my next door neighbor, Tom. Duncan, we yell so that he can hear us because he's like 20 feet.
I have heard that before. I couldn't reach spacebar in time.
I'm glad you're in on it.
You're just in your house.
Like, you're in on it.
Hey,
I
honey,
heard
why'd
that
you
he
say
did
Tom really loud at like midnight.
He did a 50K cross country skiing race, like in the tippy north tip of Wisconsin.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of him.
That's like
you would be Norway. That's like a Norway thing.
And 50K is like I think that's the longest event at the Olympics.
Yeah, but
It's a
skiing.
haul.
You go faster.
Yeah.
And you have downhills too, right? You kind of slide
Allegedly.
downhill.
Okay. All right. Let's jump over to predictions. Why don't you go through this now? One note that I got at the tailgate was that not everyone knows for our predictions, our table, because also we have listeners that predict. I don't know if we had any correct listeners this week at 0-0.
We'll do a prediction, like a listener prediction now, because we're going to do a cumulative over the season.
Okay. All right. Well, so listeners can obviously do your predictions. It's if you get the score right, we give you a tally, and then at the end of the season, we're going to do Aces doesn't want us to use the franchise term grand prize, but that's what we're going to say. It's the grand prize.
Special prize.
Brought to you by Aces
Just
Radio.
for you.
But our table, I want to take a minute, and we should refresh this every once in a while, how we do our scoring so that you understand, because people were like, well, how do you get in last place? How do you score? That kind of thing. So the way that we're doing our scores is you can get up to 3 points per week or per game. You get a point for the crew score being right. You get a point for the result being right, like win, lose, or draw. And you get another point if it's an exact correct score. So like if you got the crew score and the opponent score. You do not get a point if just the opponent score is right. So,
Correct.
So it's
you get more than 1 point if you get the whole thing right.
You get 3.
No.
You get 3.
Yeah,
3 total.
3 total.
possible total.
You can't get it right without getting the other ones right, Ben.
I'm so glad you told me this because I thought you get like 5.
No.
Or wait.
No.
For example,
I
you
see.
will
Oh
get
my
if crew wins 2-0 and you predicted 2-1, you get 2 points.
Right.
1 for correct result, which was a victory,
win.
The guy was,
and 1 point for having the
I'm
right amount
glad
of
someone
crew goals.
asked because
2
I guess
points.
I didn't know because I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot brain guy. Dang it.
Duncan concurs.
Oh.
Duncan
Just, Ben,
concurs.
just
So
put in the result, and we will keep them do the math. For
This
you.
isn't something this isn't a me thing.
okay. All right. So that said,
maybe we should.
we don't have any. Did we have any 0-0s?
I didn't on any
We don't
of
believe
my stuff.
so.
Okay.
Also, we didn't say this. We are now on TikTok because the kids
I'm
love
on
it.
TikTok.
The youth.
What is TikTok?
Okay.
I don't know.
How about this idea, Mars? What if we do like a battle royale playoff at the end of the season with the listeners?
Well, we talked about having like if there was a tie. We talked about having like a trivia, having listeners
A spin the
on.
bottle contest, but that was off air.
In that room.
Incoming.
Yeah. Come on, New York.
Yeah. We're just like, who's the biggest jerk? Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, so if there is a tie for listeners at the end of the season, we're going to do a spin the bottle tournament in Ben's tiny little under the stairs through a cabinet secret door closet there.
Masturbatory.
We're sorry that
I
you're
like to party.
all men.
All right. So with that, Mort, please give us the update for our predictions from last week. And if you could review also like what we, our guesses.
Yeah, Haas will help me with that. But as you know, this result was no goals, 0-0 is Newsfest. And nobody believed it's going to be a 0-0. However, Ben, Mars, and myself all thought it was going to be a tie. And Ben with 2-2-2, as well as me and Mars had 3-3. So we all get 1 point each. So that means at the top of the table, we got 2-1 Bot, Haas, and Ben. Then we got Trey and Mort, and we got Mars also with 2 points.
All right.
Cool.
Yay.
Okay, it's still early.
It's like the East. The points are like the Eastern Conference.
We're all in
There's
11th
very few
place
points.
somehow.
Yeah. I mean, the good news is the East is struggling.
Except for Nashville, it's not struggling.
Yeah.
Okay,
And,
so let's talk about Nashville.
They look good.
Yeah,
they look very good. A lot of people
Why
are
does Sam
high
Surge look
on
like
Nashville
Megan
this year.
Rapinoe?
he got it. Dang it. Like a tall Rapinoe.
He looks like a tall Megan Rapinoe.
Alto Patino or whatever.
I will note that Nashville.
No crickets.
Hey, I will note a very important thing about this prediction is the fact that Nashville is playing in Miami on Wednesday for the CONCACAF Champions
Cup. Yeah.
So they have a midweek game at home, however. Yeah.
Pays to crash out of all that last season.
It's a 6:15 start rather than a 7:30 start, so even less time for them to recover.
Yeah, totally.
They're going to be on Central Time.
Hour and 15 minutes left.
To wake them up for that game. Okay.
True.
All right. But like put it this, Surridge has six goals already this season. No, 4 points. 4 goals already this season.
Okay.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Okay. Hey, who's going to wear yellow?
Both.
Yes. Yeah, both.
Randomly, did you see that
goalies?
That Miami game?
Everyone's wearing yellow.
Yeah.
Except for me. I'm wearing an Austin kit again. It was too much fun.
Yeah. But seriously, behind you, when you were walking, you didn't see the things that we saw. And I was like, this is not, we got to reevaluate what we wear to that first game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, last week they hosted Minnesota 1-3-1. And Minnesota is looking like a pretty solid team as well.
They are good.
So yeah.
They were missing their captain, big Kiwi Michael Boxall.
Mm-hmm. And then they tied with Dallas week 1, 0-0. And the week before that, they had another CONCACAF Champions Cup game against Atletico Ottawa that they won 5-0.
Oh, the Atletico Ottawa?
Doesn't sound very athletic.
The unathletic.
Said it.
Really,
that's a great joke. No crickets.
That should be our co-ed team
Write
name.
it down. Where did for your
Dude,
Tide 5 stand up?
That is the best co-ed soccer team name. I love that.
Unathletic. I wouldn't say
unathletic.
Unathletic. Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Unathletic, yo.
Okay. All right. Are you guys ready to do your? Yeah. Hold on. Pause for crickets.
Dang it.
You guys ready to do your prediction? All right. Let's talk about D's.
I don't know. I thought I was.
You got to think about that.
I'm already sweating.
Man, I don't even know. Like,
buckle up, Buttercup.
My tongue is sweating.
I'm not good at doing things.
You're dumb.
All right. Let's see. Ben, you say. All right. You say 1-3, Nash that ass. We gonna boo-hoo loose. We in Columbus, man. Where we...
I spelled lose wrong. I said loose. It's a made up.
You know, that one came on during that. We did the playlist during the run, too.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. The New York.
Yeah, that one came on.
Yeah.
That one actually came on during the tailgate.
Is
Next.
made of.
Yeah. That's the one.
Come on, New York.
Okay. Episode title. We got it. For some reason, you'll have to put in parentheses. You'll have to listen to find out why this is the title of the episode. Mort, you said
No comma.
1-0 Crew. The true yellow rise to the occasion. Surge more like porridge. Pause for cricket.
Have AI write that for you?
I worked really hard on that one.
Sounds like you've been hanging out with
Very proud
2-1
of it.
bot. Surprised there wasn't a moral.
Say it again.
in there.
Surge spelled correctly, no questions asked. More like porridge.
Spelled correctly. One of those is spelled.
All right. Trey, you said
No way to know.
1-1. Wessam scores on and off the field.
Yeah.
1-1 Spider-Man meme in yellow jerseys. Everyone's in yellow.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good.
Haas, you said 1-2 Crew. Boo hoo hoo. Oh. Well, so wait. Hold on. But they lose, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Anything else to add to
You're
that?
predicting a loss.
Okay.
Good.
I also predicted 1-2 Nashville.
Boo hoo.
Knob.
And Dunc is the only. Oh no, him and Mort.
Whoa.
Dunc says
Him
2-1.
and Mort.
Crew are going to win one. Going to get their first W
Yes.
against Nashville. I love that. I love that optimism.
Explain.
You know,
Explain that.
if you're in New Zealand, it's upside down. So that means it's you're like on the other side of the hemisphere.
I can't bet. I can't bet against the Crew.
No.
Come on.
No, smart.
There's no risk of you having to wear the jersey. So
Yeah.
It would be like Mars walking around a stadium in a Austin jersey with Messi on the back. Me betting against the Crew.
You know,
got it. Tracks.
I don't want.
somebody has the same prediction as you. You know that, right?
Oh yeah. All right. Go ahead. 2-1 bot. Let's hear it.
2-1 bot. I know you've been waiting.
The reigning champion 2-1 bot.
Prediction: Columbus Crew will beat Nashville 2-1 because Scott's Miracle Grow Field is here. Is where wins grow. Nice. Nashville will roll into Columbus thinking they can grind out a result, but
Mort's talking up his best friend. Nice. Good one.
Pat on the back.
I will
No
say that I
crickets,
did
2-1
say,
bot.
can you stop calling it lower.com? I did say that. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
I saw Mort sitting down at Temperance Row with 2-1 bot the other day. Just as I drove by, he was down there.
He swiped left on Tinder. Ooh, 2-1 bot. Nice.
Right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
He's blushing.
Okay, Nashville will roll into Columbus thinking they can grind out a result, but the Crew will treat it like another Saturday shift at Scott's Miracle Grow Field, where the grass is perfect and apparently the goals grow naturally. Early in the match, Wessam Abdurraqib will power home the opener, blasting one past the keeper and reminding Nashville that this field tends to produce goals in black and gold. A lot of reminders.
So far, 0 goals.
Yes. Nashville will eventually stumble into an equalizer, the kind of messy, confusing goal where everybody looks at the ref, the linesman,
Again, they
and
always
this guy
equalize
trying
first.
to figure out what just happened. Yes. But as you knew, the final moment would belong to Columbus around the 78th minute, and there's only 2 people that score on 2-1 bot, and it's Wessam and Diego Rossi.
Yeah.
Sneak into space and curl the winner. He always curls it, by the way, too. I've noticed that.
The only 2 people that score on our team, right?
Yeah, he curls the winner into the corner, setting the Nordic into full party mode. And honestly, Nashville performance would be about as convincing as a Franz Mars showing up in a Crew game wearing an Austin jersey yesterday. Confusing, slightly embarrassing, and something everyone nearby immediately regrets witnessing.
Yeah.
Final score,
Accurate.
Columbus 2, Nashville 1.
After hearing Duncan's comment, all I can think about is 2-1 bot is just seducing Mort. Like, this whole thing is
asking life advice from this.
Yeah, I want to see the conversation outside of the prediction.
Moral.
Oh god.
Moral of the story: I love you so much. Kiss me on the mouth.
2-1 bot is in the Epstein files.
Yo, 100%.
100%.
No one's talking about that.
Okay, the moral is on Miracle Grow Turf, where the black and gold run, the crew plant 2 goals and the job gets done. Yes, that rhymes.
Right.
Not a moral.
Fair play.
It's a rhyme.
You guys were very adamant that needs to rhyme.
Rhyme time.
All right, guys, I had so much fun seeing all of you. I'm so tired. This has been the longest 2 days of my life.
I'm glad that Dunc was able to light the thing, the fake fire to the big fire.
What
that's also
incredible bonus to this whole weekend to see you, Duncan.
Oh man,
you doing the
seriously
ignition and then joining us here is it's incredible. So
yeah,
it was awesome to see you guys at the game. Sorry it wasn't for more time, but you know, I wasn't hanging out with a dude wearing an Austin jersey.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I was too busy being the match igniter, being super sweet.
Rightfully so.
There was the 2 highlights of the game. Literally, the 2 highlights of the game.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's right.
The 2 Schulte saves.
Yeah.
No.
When did Haas get here?
We've got a 2-1 bot fan and a Schulte fan, apparently. Jeez.
Yeah. No, thank you so much for joining us again. We're going to be back in a week. And I assume you guys will all be at the game. So we'll see what the front office has planned for the pregame activities. I'm just thinking, just hoping there are no more a cappella groups getting booed mid-chorus.
It's going to be another upside down speed painter.
Oh, we'll figure it out.
Probably won't start
we'll have to wait
before 5 with a pee party.
How did we go the whole episode talking about Love is Blind? Was that the game?
Who cares,
guys?
What is Love is Blind?
Please let me go. Until next week. Go crew.
Your missus.
Go.
Where's the garlic bed?
Love you.
It's garlic bread.
Morton Combat.
Thanks everyone for joining the club. We hope you'll listen next week and every week, even in the off season, to celebrate or commiserate. We'll save you a seat. If you like this podcast, please give us 5 stars and subscribe. You can email us at upper90clubpod@gmail.com. That's upper90clubpod@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at upper90clubpod. Go crew!
I actually like the fact you guys make me push spacebar to do this, because some of the noises that are coming out of me when some of the comments come out of Ben is they're not right. They are not humanly right.
I'm holding back.